I see the player you mean. YouTube Jobob 2311. Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. That doesn't matter. It think we are part of the game. I like this player. It played well. It didn't give up. It is reading our thoughts as though they are words on a screen. That is how it chooses to imagine many things. When it is deep in the dream of a game. The dream of a game. Words are more powerful interface. Very flexible and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen. They used to hear voices before players could read. Back in the days when those who did not play called the players witches and warlocks, and players dreamed they flew through the air on sticks powered by demons. What did this player dream? This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed it created, and it dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted, and was hunted. It dreamed of shelter. The original interface, 1 million years old, and it still works. But what true structure did this player create, and the reality behind the screen? It worked with 1 million others to spell a true word in a fold of the and created a for in the It cannot read that though. No, it has not yet achieved the highest level that it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of the game. Does it know that we love it? That the universe is kind? Sometimes through the noise of its thoughts, it hears the universe, yes. But there are times it is sad. In the long dream, it creates worlds that have no summer, and it shivers under a black sun, and it takes its sad creation for reality. To cure it of sorrow would destroy it. The sorrow is part of its own private task. We cannot interfere. Sometimes when they are deep in dreams, I want to tell them they are building true words in reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance to the universe. Sometimes when they have not made a true connection in a while, I want to help them to speak the word they fear. It reads our thoughts. Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them this way. You take your first seat with Mary and I wish to tell them that they are in the They see so little of reality in their long dream, and yet they play the game. But it would be so easy to tell them. Too strong for this dream. To tell them how to live is to prevent them living. I will not tell the player how to live. The player is growing restless. I will tell the player a story. But not the truth. No, a story that contains the truth safely in a cage of words, not the naked truth that I can burn over any distance. Give it a body again. Yes, player. Use its name. Joe Bob, player of games. Good. Take a breath now. Take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move air fingers. Have a body again under gravity in air. Respawn in the long dream. There you are. Your body touching the universe again at every point. As though you were separate things. As though we were separate things. Who are we? Once we were called the spirit of the mountain. Father, Son, Mother Moon, ancestral spirits, animal spirits, Jinn ghosts, the green man, then gods, demons, angels, polters, ancients, extraterrestrials, leptons, quartz. That word's challenge we do not change. What are the universe? We are everything you think isn't you. You're looking at us now through your skin and your eyes. And why does the universe touch your skin and throw light on you? But to see you, player, to know you, and to be known, I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a player. The player was you, Joe 2311. Sometimes it thought of itself human and a thin crust of a spinning globe of molten rock. The pulp was of molten rock. Circle ball of blazing glass was there hundreds of 30,000 years ago. Massive Bennett. They were so far apart the light took 8 minutes to cross the gap. Light was information from a star that could burn your skin from 150 kilometers away. Sometimes the player dreamed there was a miner on a sun surface and the world was flat. An infant. The sun was so square of white. The days were short. There were too much to do and that was never inconvenient. Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in a story. Sometimes the player dreamed of other things in other places. Sometimes these dreams were just chilling. Sometimes very beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from a third dream, from one dream to another, then woke from that into the third. Sometimes the player dreamed of a watchword on the screen. Let's go back. The atoms of the player were scattered in the grass, in the rivers, in the air, in the ground. A woman gathered the atoms. She drank and ate and inhaled, and the woman assembled the player in her body. And the player woke from the warm, dry world of the mother body into the long dream. And the player was a new story, never told before, written in letters of DNA, and the player was a new program, never run before, generated by a source code, 1 billion years old, and the player was a new human, never alive before, made from nothing but milk and love. You are the player, the story, the program, the human, made from nothing but milk and love. Let's go further back. The 7 billion atoms of the player's body were created long before this game, in the heart of a star, so the player too is information from a star, and the player moves through a story which is a forest of information planted by a man called Julian, on a flat infinite world created by a man called Marcus, that exists inside a small private world created by a player who inhabits a universe created by Shush. Sometimes the player created a small private world that was soft and warm and simple, sometimes hard and cold and complicated. Sometimes it built a model of the universe in its head. Flecks of energy moving through the vast many spaces. Sometimes it called those flecks electrons and protons. Sometimes it called them planets and stars. Sometimes it believed it was a universe that was made of energy, it was made of ones and ons, zeros and ones, lines of code. Sometimes it believed that it was playing a game. Sometimes it believed it was reading words on a screen. You are the player reading words. Shush. Sometimes the player reads lines of code on a screen, decode into code, decode words into meaning, decode meaning into feelings, emotions, theories, ideas, and the player started to breathe faster and deeper and realized it was alive. It was alive. Those silent deaths had not been real. The player was alive. You're alive. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight. It came through the shuffling leaves of the summer trees. And sometimes the player believed that the universe had spoken to it through the light that fell from the crisp night sky of winter, where the flecked light in the corner of the player's eye might be a star, 1,000,000 times as massive as the sun, boiling its planets to plasma in order to be visible for a moment to the player, walking home at the far side of the universe, suddenly smelling food, almost at the familiar door, about to dream again. And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through zeros and ones, though the electricity of the world threw scrolling words on the screen at the end of the dream. And the universe said, I love you. And the universe said, you have played the game well. And the universe said, everything you need is within you. And the universe said that you are stronger than you know. And the universe said, you are the daylight. And the universe said, you are the night. And the universe said, darkness you fight is within you. And the universe said, the light you seek is within you. And the universe said, you are not alone. You are not alone. And the universe said, you are not separate from every other thing. And the universe said, you are the universe, tasting itself, talking to itself, reading its own code. And the universe said, I love you because you are love. And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream, and the player began a new dream, and the player dreamed again, dreamed better, and the player was the universe, and the player was love. You are the player. Wake up.